so many people when they work in, or they're used to working in an office situation, and they're used to going next door and talking to somebody in an office or having a meeting, it can be really tough to transition to that online collaboration where you're never really seeing their face, or you're not seeing it very often. How did, have you had that struggle with anybody, and how have you kind of overcome that?
Our CEO told us about 3 weeks before it hit the news. I remember him standing at my desk and he said, this is going to be big and we will be remote. And I said, do you really think so? Like, we'll all be remote? And he said, yeah, he had the foresight to kind of push us a little bit, not just to wait till, the rest of the United States reacted. So I think all the team members were a little bit poised, a little bit better than maybe some of our fellow, companies next door to us. I will say that I believe for most people, they do miss seeing people. I've heard that. I've kind of checked in with a lot of people because, there's interaction that happens in the hallway. That's the human part that we miss.
Right.
So to accommodate that, my accounting team, who is underneath me, we have a 9 o'clock regular check-in. It can be 15 minutes. We go around. I really encourage.
Is it a video or is it?
Yes, we use video. We use Zoom. Okay. Some people use Microsoft Teams meeting is very popular also. Zoom is a good option for our company, just as a side note, because we can invite a lot of non-employees to it pretty easy, but
True.
Use Microsoft Teams meeting too. I really encourage people to turn off their avatar and let us. I don't care if you have a hat on. I don't even care if you're still in your pajamas, because that shows me that we're all human, right? We all have dogs barking. We all have, kids running around or doorbells that ring, and that's okay. And, I saw a really great quote this week that says, we are not workers. We are not workers that are working remote during a pandemic. We are in a pandemic working remotely. And so,
that's awesome.
It kind of brings us all full circle that we are all real human beings with, real distractions, and that's okay. So I really like to see people turn off those avatars and let me see you. And it's kind of a no judgment zone. And we all get to kind of feel that human touch with our coworkers. So most departments are doing that. They're doing a quick check-in once a day, 15 minutes, right? Don't let it drone on. Sometimes all you do is go, I don't have any updates. I'm working on something I did yesterday. My big meetings are 11 to 12, 2 to 4. My schedule's on Microsoft Outlook. Feel free to call me. We use chat feature a lot in Microsoft Teams. It's really been a saving grace to us. And I also really encourage people, when you're chatting during this particular time, check in and see how people are, right? I need that report. Thank you for the report. But we have a huge team in New York, which New York is really, the center of the pandemic right now. How are you guys doing? Do you have enough masks? If you're going out, I hope you're being safe. So just those human touches really bring us together. We have had our architect department played Scribble in a virtual hour yesterday. And then Friday we have a virtual, we're calling it Lunch and Zoom. And people that just come, show us what you're having for lunch. It's 30 minutes. We'll just kind of check in. I invited a couple project managers. I said, if you're at the project, use your Zoom app on your phone and walk us around the project. Let us see let us see what's happening. Right. Construction isn't shut down for the most part. It's slowed down a little bit, but not shut down.
Well, that's so awesome. I wish everybody could hear what you said about video, because there's so many people who are just so concerned that they're not going to look right, or there's something in the background. And the one thing that a lot of people are even doing with Zoom now is you can change your background, and that's fine. You can at least still see the face, but as a leader or a manager, being able to just see someone's eyes and really look into how they're feeling and how they're just dealing with everything is so vital and important right now.
Right. And I think it sets the tone, right? It sets the tone for the rest of the organization that, if I had a meeting, a stand-up meeting, a job interview, or if I was meeting with a CEO of another company, it was very formal. Well, that's a different setting, right? But just a check in with my team. This is my real life during a pandemic, and I'm trying.
Right.
That stress is on me, and it's on you, and let's all support each other.